Welcome back to One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. It has been a long time since I've said that, but I'm excited. And if you haven't heard the news, we're getting more DLC, which is not something I was expecting to say. And for now, we just have a Law outfit, and no new moves or anything. It's still base game Law, but we do get his Onigashima, or Wano outfit. And for this video in the background, the video that's playing, I changed up his moves so it kind of focuses just on a different playstyle than I normally would. So I don't focus on burst, and I'm healing and gaining special moves, and then I heal when I use a special move. So it's based around that, and then my one skill gives me super armor when I'm using a skill so I can't be knocked out of it. And I am like max level for my Law. He was like the first character I maxed out. But yeah, so are getting new DLC, which is extremely exciting to me because I thought this game was like dead in the water for the longest time. I still played every on and off. I'm trying to get max out all the characters, but pretty slow about it. But chugging along, and then fucking One Piece Day comes around, and we get some of the craziest announcements we've got in a while. We got a trailer for Gear 5th, which feels bad for any anime onlys that have managed to avoid spoilers, and then this is probably going to be everywhere. And then for Pirate Warriors 4, we got 9 DLC characters announced. Blew my frickin' mind. I'm so happy. I don't know how long it'll take to get them all out, but I looked today to see if there was an announcement. But then I saw that it was today, and then I realized, oh, the Law outfit is available right frickin' now. So I was like, I gotta hop on. I'll make a video because I was planning on making a few videos about like best skills or like my preset I use on each character or whatnot, but I just never got around to doing it because I was leveling everyone up, and just a whole process. But so far, we have officially announced 3 characters, with them being Wano Luffy / Gear 5th Luffy, with it being a transformation, which I'm excited about because that means which you saw in the trailer, he has his red rock attack, and I assume other attacks. And that means we can probably also have a build with Gear 5th and Gear 4th, Snake Man and Bounce Man, and just like have a really awesome build for that Luffy, hopefully. Be cool if his Gear 4th like got different attacks that he's been missing or like doesn't have. That'd be awesome, but I kind of doubt that. And then we got Uta from One Piece Film Red, which I'm so excited about because I love that movie. I know it's kind of diverse, like some people weren't a fan of how like much music was in it and just how it went, but I loved it overall. I found it really enjoyable. So I'm excited about her, and I think her moveset will probably be pretty flashy, be fun to play as. And then we also got Roger, which is so crazy to think about that we're finally getting like Roger as like a playable character, considering he's such like an old legend in the series, and like we've seen him fight a little bit in the flashback during Wano, but nothing extremely. We have, I think, just one named attack from him, and then I think he's just did a couple other swing attacks during that arc. He didn't do a whole ton of fighting, but those are like the 3 official main ones, and then I have no idea how how much you should take this with a grain of salt, but I saw in another person's video, and it was on Twitter, that there was a leak for someone who did a data mine, but it's all alleged. I haven't seen any confirmation of it since then, but it showed all the rest of the characters that we should be getting, which I'll go over them, but is kind of crazy. And if it is all the characters we're getting, I'm pretty hyped. There's 2 that I'm like sad that aren't on this list, and that's King and Queen, which I'm surprised about. I really thought that's what it would be, but Instead, for the Wano arc, like the three first characters, it's gonna be Gear 5th Luffy, one that's confirmed, and then we're gonna get Hybrid Kaido, which I'm completely okay with because he has no hybrid form in this game, and like most of his attacks are game original. I think other than Blast Breath, all the other ones are, and like I think he has his mace attacks, but most of it's not official. And then also in that pack, who I'm also excited about, because it's one of my favorite characters from Wano, is Yamato. So we should get her with a transformation, because she has her hybrid mode. She also has her other form, but I imagine they'll probably go hybrid and base. And I imagine she'll probably play somewhat similar to Kaido, but probably way more mobile. That's how I'm imagining. And then that's like the first pack of the three characters. And then the next one that starts with the film red characters. The official one is Uta. And then supposedly we're also getting film red Shanks, which would also be cool because the same issue with Kaido, all of his attacks in game are game original, which I imagine they mostly still will be if they do it in the film red Shanks again, unless they might add Divine Departure as well. And then last one in that pack is supposedly Kobe from film red, which would be interesting. And I don't know if they would just do what he's done so far and what's in that movie, or if they would include what just happened in the manga with his Honesty Impact. I don't know if that's the official name. Still read the fan translation so far. But that would be dope. And that's a decent 3-pack from the movie. I thought... Yeah, that's about who I thought. I don't know who else, if I was thinking about just film red, who else would get a character slot in that, but I don't mind any of those characters. I like them all. And it's kind of sad we don't have a Kobe in this game. And if I remember right, in Pirate Warriors 3, he's an assist, but that's it. Like, you can't actually play as him. So that's dope. And then in the next pack, that's I forget what it's. I don't know if it's just miscellaneous or it's just like the flashback. But it's Roger, the official character, and then we got young Garp, which is pretty awesome, and I'm excited for, because the only Garp so far that we've had in games, and he was in Pirate Warriors 3, he was a bit of a meme character, because he just basically threw cannonballs, and that was his main source of damage and stuff from the Ennis lobby, or I guess Water 7. So, I wouldn't mind that. And then who I'm more excited for than Garp, honestly, is young Rayleigh, which is so dope, because not having a Rayleigh has always bothered me. Because he actually, has somewhat of a fight. Just sword attacks, but he appears, and has Conqueror's Hockey, so you could do stuff with that, and it's sad that he never had a character, but we're finally getting him, and even the young version, which I imagine he'll probably have, that, attack where he, blocked Marco, and then probably mostly, game original type shit, and then he'll probably have Conqueror's Hockey, and that type of shit. But for those 9 characters, and for it to be such out of a blue, I am so excited for. I don't mind if some of the leaks don't, come true, because, Kobe, isn't an instant for me. I would take Garp. I don't know, how to say. There's just too many good characters in One Piece to pick. But I'm so happy that we're getting DLC, and it honestly wasn't that expensive. It was a decent amount, but compared to some games if you're buying the new DLCs for Xenoverse every time, or even Kakarot, I still haven't bought the DLC for the Bardock, and I'm waiting until Ground Battle comes out. But both those are ones I really want to play, but it's like so much money because it's like the cost of a full game pretty much. And it's like half the time probably of a full game. So I usually wait for games. Just anime games in general are just too expensive because they're not like, they're often really fun and decent games, but it's not usually worth a full price game because once you do it once, for the most part, you're going to be through with most of your fun. Unless it has good online or just really fun combat. Because like I liked World Seeker and I liked One Piece, something Red Deluxe or something. I forget what the fuck it's called. But all the single player One Piece games I've played mostly, I just beat them and then I haven't went back to them. This at least, it gets boring. Pirate Warriors 4, okay, like if you're playing it a ton. But it's also great to come back to because it just feels like you're playing a One Piece character. And to be able to get even more characters that are new is awesome. Because the reason I usually go back to play something like this is because I'm watching a show and then I like go to one of the anime games I own and play one of those because like it just matches perfectly because you're just in the mood and you get to play as that character. So I usually keep at least one game per franchise on my console in case I'm ever doing a rewatch or something. But super excited, and it's gonna be amazing this upcoming DLC, and I'll probably do a couple videos on it for each character. But that's all for this video. So peace.
これだけやれば十分か。わしの顔も立ったかね。